You're listening to the Here for the Clout podcast. Here are your hosts, Sherilyn Dale and Cece Suarez. Yeah, baby.
Hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Here for the Clout podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chelsea Suarez, and this bedazzled butt plug is Sherilyn Dale.
Do you think that would hurt? They'd have to put like the Mod Podge or something to round the edges.
It's not on that part.
Right.
It's on the part that shows once you have it in.
Right.
Don't we
I
have
guess I just
matching
went too
ones?
far. Sorry?
Don't we have matching ones? What is happening?
No, I don't have a bedazzled one at all.
Not bedazzle, but there's like who do I have a
jewel
matching
on it?
one
No.
with then?
I don't know. It sounds pretty, but I just imagined like...
It has like a blue like jewel on like the part that shows.
Yeah, no, not me.
So it's like a troll doll. How they have a jewel on their belly button, but instead it's just a jewel in your butt. Anyway, so this episode's demonetized already. That's really cool. But love that you're here. And I actually have a comment call out that made my day. Honestly, made my entire week. I didn't send it to you purposely, but Ron Fleetwood 944 said these two give the same energy as Karen and Georgia from the early days of My Favorite Murder.
Oh, wow, that's cute.
Yeah, that like is the biggest compliment.
These two?
Yeah, these two broads. And my response was, "Oh my God, wow, thank you so much." I did not know what to say. That is such a big compliment.
I love that so much. Mine are everybody who sent recommendations. Chelsea sent them all to me for the like obscure documentaries.
Girl, I only sent you like 5. There are so many.
Oh, then I got to get in there as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, now I already have a list. So yeah, Sherilyn, there's a documentary called Chicken People. It's about show chickens. April 1947. I cannot freaking wait. Cher, you need to get into watching some YouTube documentaries about early internet knitting and crocheting drama. As a little niche, little rabbit hole. It's the niche rabbit hole you're looking for. That is from Owen Warmer.
Totally.
Susie just sent me one today that she got into. Where did she say? She said, you sent me down a bizarre rabbit hole. I came across Tickled. It's from 2016. And the description is, while looking into the sport of competitive tickling, reporter David Farrier uncovers a dark empire that ensnares and exploits vulnerable young men. She said, I'm only 30 minutes in, and what the... So I said, well, you got me. I will be watching tonight. And yeah, I'll see y'all over at Tickled.
Competitive tickling.
Yeah. Who knew there were this many competition worlds out there?
And clearly not us. What the hell? That's not something you put on like in like
business card?
And hopefully not
LinkedIn.
that. I mean, realistically, those types of people who are involved or like featured in those types of documentaries, they're like the ones who are really in it. The ones who have like a room in their house or like dedicated to it or like a tattoo dedicated to it or their dog is named something having to do with it. So those people do have business cards. It is in their Instagram bio.
Oh, for sure. Actually, that's funny because the one about the tablescaping, that's like the lady's whole Instagram, and like even her Instagram picture
Is the blue ribbon.
All the ribbons. So I love that. Anyways, I'm so excited to talk about what we're talking about today. This is something that came up on my FYP, I think a couple weeks ago. And it was just like taking me back to the days that you were going through everything with Jessie Lee Ward.
Yeah, when I was one of the only people that would talk about her having cancer and doing 18 coffee enemas a day. And then after she died, people were like, it's so distasteful to talk about her. And I'm like, well, she can't sue me. But also, like,
it's like,
no.
well, also you're missing the point. Like anybody who's saying that is missing the point, because right here, it's the amount of like misinformation that's going out there to people who are so freaking vulnerable. Like if you're in a state of like just being like, I will do anything to stay alive, to be with my family, to cure this. And then you're looking up to somebody with an audience that large and you're just following what they're saying. And I mean, she was saying that she was feeling like so, and I don't like not believe that that wasn't the case, that she was probably in her mind feeling really well. Because usually you'll see that with cancer, it'll be like everyone's kind of like, you know, like on the outside looking really good, they're hopeful, and then it just takes a turn and it's
Girl,
like, isn't that what happened with her? It was like a week or something, right?
She wasn't looking good. She was in a lot of pain, but she was like so delusional. And
Yeah.
it was wild. You know, she said that she got there's this truck across the street and this fucking car alarm finally just
I can't
stopped.
hear it, but, oh.
Finally just stopped. It was going off
Okay.
last night. I was rocking that little human to sleep and I texted Tony in all caps. I was like, what the is that noise? Is that a car? And he's like, yeah, it goes off like twice a day. And I was like, the authorities have been called. Like this is not okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go disconnect their, I don't know what, I'm going to disconnect something. Their car just blows up. That would be better. But yeah, so I want to say like a week, pretty positive it was a week. I think you're right. Before she passed, or like 14 days, something like that. Before she passed, she came on live and it was a week before. It was her last live stream. And she said that she got like results back from the doctor in Germany, I think it was. And they had said like, yeah, your cancer is like getting smaller or like something like that. Or like you're doing better. And it's just like, you're yellow. You're not doing better. Your kidneys are failing. Like, it's so sad. And like the pictures of even just like her hands that people unfortunately were posting, she's just full ass yellow. If you don't know, that's what happens when your kidneys fucking fail and you become all jaundicey and all that.
It's so sad, and it makes me think of for her too, because obviously she also got that information somewhere. She was following like what I think it was the same that not Belle Gibson, but the one that was actually sick, and she was kind of like following. It was, you know, and
the juicing and all that, and it's horrible. And even watching that show, the apple cider vinegar, and a lot of y'all had said like, Chelsea, you have to watch this. It is Jessie Lee Ward, but when at like the end of, because it's one scammer who doesn't have cancer but is exploiting it, and then one who does and is spreading medical misinformation saying she healed whatever, and the one who is saying she healed and all that at like, she had already said that she wasn't gonna, you know, do amputations, anything like that. And the real story is that like that would have only given her a certain amount of time longer. But whatever, she was spreading misinformation, saying she healed her cancer. No, she didn't. And then also had her mom follow this thing. Her mom died. Probably wouldn't have, maybe, we don't know. But then at the end, she's asking like, okay, now let's do radiation. Now let's do this. And the doctor's like, no, we can't. Like that in itself will kill you. Like your body's not strong enough. Like you probably have like a month left, and that's horrible, obviously. But apparently, allegedly, people close to Jessie Lee Ward, like in her personal life, have told me that happened at the end. It was within the last month that she was like, okay, I'm ready. And it's like, I don't want to, like, coming to the terms with like, I don't want to die. But it's like, you know, it was heartbreaking. I started crying. I was like, holy shit, like that's so sad. So yes, people should still be held accountable for the damage that they do, the cult that they run, the lies they tell, everything harmful that and unethical that they did do up until that point, even if they died. Like that's, yes, it's horrible that she died. I obviously didn't want that to happen. I had a very strange relationship with her. Apparently she had admitted that too. But yeah, we had a very strange relationship. But I don't know. It's so fucking sad. I've cried multiple times about it. But still going to hold her accountable for, even though she's fucking dead. Death isn't a hall pass. It's not a death is not a clean slate. Let's put it that way. Like, yeah, we can't cancel her. Death is the ultimate cancellation. She canceled herself because of her, you know, she believed her stuff. But it's very, very dangerous to exploit people like this and to spread medical misinformation.
Yes.
It's extremely dangerous.
And I mean, there's a whole like lore back that, you know, that was like sadly the end. And I think like even adding to that was her business and the way that she and her belief system, because of what can happen when you're in an MLM, right? It's like this cycle of this like toxic positivity and, you know, like you can do whatever you want. And then when it comes to your actual like life and taking, you know, things for what they really are, and that as much as we want to be positive and look at the brighter side of things, it's not always possible. So that's also kind of what's really upsetting about that is because of like the industry that she was in also kind of led to that mindset. There has to be a balance, right? And she just went so far one way, and it doesn't, you know, take away from the fact that there were a lot of people just affected even just by that industry and her, I don't know, impact in it, I guess. Anyways, now we're dealing with this in real time with a fella named, what's his name? Rockin' Richie Rich.
Do you like that movie? Richie Rich?
Oh, I loved Richie Rich. You know how badly I wanted like a McDonald's in my house from Richie Rich?
Yeah, Tony and I love that movie. That's like that and Blank Check is like, those are like some of Tony's favorite childhood movies.
So good.
And they're basically
amazing.
The same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're oh my God. I love them too. Yeah. Those are big comfort movies. Like when I'm in my like nostalgia, you know, sometimes it's like Now and Then and like Son-in-Law, but like those are like even before then. So anyways, love Richie Rich, but this is Rockin' Richie Rich. And he is no Macaulay Culkin.
No. Macaulay Culkin would never. He's an icon. Love him so much. Don't love this. So he claims to have stage 4 colon cancer, which again, I know there's going to be someone in the comment section like, Chelsea talks about cancer once and then becomes an expert. Not at all. However, I can be totally wrong. Oncologists, comment below. But stage 4 is when it has spread. Like that's what Jesse Lee Moore had. Stage 4. You like there typically ain't no coming back. Like
it's hard.
You usually get an expiration date with stage 4. So lying about that's not cute. If he is, allegedly, we don't know. Lives in Iowa. No one lives in Iowa. That is a made up place. Just like Australia. Touts faith and non-medically approved treatment for his cancer, as well as recommending it to others who are seriously ill and even fighting with life-threatening diseases and or medical conditions. Has previously been charged with violent crimes. He's quite conservative, which typically with this type of, you know, medical misinformation and sunning your anus to cure cancer, usually that comes along with it. You'll be seeing someone wearing a red hat, which is crazy, and then spreads a lot of medical misinformation and political misinformation, which at this point, I feel like it's got to be disinformation, like, or no, he probably does believe his bullshit. Either way, we hate it. So not like a huge audience on TikTok. I mean, shit, more than us, which is not hard to accomplish, but over 350,000 followers on TikTok. But apparently there's a warning that comes up if you aren't logged into your TikTok account. If you go to his profile and it says, this profile contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. So that's a fun warning. He also has a Rumble account because of course, and he has less than 1,000 over there. Instagram is less than 6,000, and he has a GoFundMe that has raised $33,000. What for? We'll see, I guess. His GoFundMe is called Turning Pain into Purpose. Help me fight, obviously it's for the cancer, duh. Help me fight stage 4 cancer with faith and fasting. Nothing like starving cancer, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. I hate it. Here we go. Fabulous. God, all right. So how we got to the incident that got us here. His previous accounts have been deleted. He claims to have stage 4 colon cancer. The first mention of his colon cancer on his new account, the one that we're on now, which is rockin.richie.rich, was the 1st of October, 2024. So last year. Let's go ahead and watch this. And it says, next step of my journey.
TikTok. It's Rich again. You don't know me, I have stage 4 colon cancer. And today, I came down with some new symptoms of extreme fatigue, body shakes, and well, the abdominal cramps are still there, but I will say, you ladies that were in my live yesterday were right. A heating pad on my stomach really did reduce the cramps. So I want to thank you for that. Some updates. I start immunotherapy on Thursday. That'll be the first time doing that. I'm doing a lot of research into it. But yeah, on to the next step of this journey. So, just give you guys an update here in a little bit.
The way that he, just like his entire vibe and the way he talks to the camera, I feel like he's trying to f me. and I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like the squinting. I don't like the half eyebrow up. I don't like. I'm calling the authorities.
I feel like that's definitely from what I've seen of him. This is actually that was really sad to see, because I never saw like those earlier days. I've like seen more recent stuff, and it is very obvious, like the physical decline. I 100% don't think that he's fabricating cancer.
Faking
like
it?
Sorry?
Faking? Yeah, you don't think he's faking it?
No, like this is a different person than who showed up on my FYP.
So that's what I was just about to say is like he still looks like fuller in the face, and I don't mean fat. I mean like have it like,
no, he's just like
like the collagen, you know.
Yeah.
And God, it's so crazy that I mean we get to see this, but then also like we got to see like the Jessie Lee Ward too.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to make it clear though too that with Jessie Lee Ward, she had a genetic mutation where you are very much so prone to, I forgot exactly what it's called, but very much so prone to polyps in your colon. And she didn't know that. And the only way you can, you know, avoid basically just dying of colon cancer when you have that is getting, like being proactive, obviously, with screenings and getting colonoscopies and literally getting like one every 2 years or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you are someone who, you know, is prone to that, that's you got to do. I mean, I get ultrasounds now I do it every year, but I used to get it every 6 months because my boobs and my mom and aunt and the cancer in my family.
Mm-hmm.
But like she had always spread that misinformation even prior to knowing that, prior to everything. She would tell people to not get ultrasounds, to not get prenatal care, to not get mammograms, and would say that like that's what gives you cancer. And it's like, girl, if you don't let someone shove a camera up your asshole, like I'm gonna do it for you. Like that's So we don't know if he has that, but
prior, we don't know if that was what it was prior, but we will see
early detection.
The decline.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because like I never saw like any of this previous stuff, just so I don't know what his mind frame was prior to that, like what his kind of content was before. But I know that yes, he very much leads into like he did I saw him when he was like on the tail end of a 30-day fast, I believe, if not longer than that.
And when you say fast though, and I'm sure we have it in here, but is that like I'm literally only consuming water, or is it like I'm eating like 2 meals at night and that's it, and I'm not eating all day? Because there's such a big difference, because people can be like, oh, I'm fasting, and it's just like I don't know.
No, from what I remember, he ate nothing. It was just like water and like maybe like Himalayan sea salt or something like that for like the electrolytes in the water. If I'm recalling correctly, he ate absolutely nothing.
But you die, you can't.
And then did you ever hear about the snake diet guy? I don't know what the happened to him. It was like the biggest shame of my city, but he went viral and he was from my freaking city. My
Not
God.
The shame of your city.
He was drinking his own piss. He was same type of thing. Like, you can cure all of this.
Oh, the guy who went viral for sunning his butthole. He was drinking his piss.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A lot of commentary channels and stuff had like whatchamacallit, had like reacted to his stuff, and he talks about like, he has not like courses, but like seminars or webinars or whatever. And he talks about like grabbing your balls and like yelling, or I don't, it's, yeah. I'm
He's insane.
pretty sure
He
it's the same
just
guy.
he would always like address the camera being like, "Hey fatty." Like he was a piece of shit. I don't know where the fuck he is, probably cuz he's not allowed on the fucking internet anymore cuz he's just a whack job. But yeah, he was like the snake, that was his thing, the snake diet. That's what he called it. Anyways, so this is what this little fella here is doing. He did the fast. That I recall. I was like, that's when I found him, was at the end of that. So, okay, so Rich shares his first treatment experience. So interesting going from the beginning here.
Okay, so that was his first treatment experience. So the one we just watched was the 1st of October last year, and then this one is the 4th. But what is immunotherapy treatment?
I don't know exactly. I should ask my grandma about it because I know that like my great aunt, like her sister, has been on immunotherapy. I mean, she also did like the other treatment she needed, but has now like chosen that as her like longer term therapy.
Okay, so immunotherapy is a type of cancer treatment that uses a patient's own immune system to fight cancer cells. That's kind of the whole point of cancer, is that it like does the opposite of that, but cool. It works by stimulating or enhancing the immune system's ability. Oh, wait. Okay, so I think that's what Linda would have to do after her chemo. It's your white blood. Yeah. Okay. So after Carly would take her to her chemo or radiation or whatever the one she had. She had both, but take her to one of those at the place and sit with her and eat popsicles. And then the next day, that Saturday, I would have to take her to go get her shot to get her white blood cell count back up.
Okay, so maybe that must be the immunotherapy.
I think.
I don't know. I just know that my grandma's like, it's done wonders for Auntie Barb. So
listen, if it helps you and actually it's proven that it helps you, that's amazing. Great, wonderful.
Yeah, she was also getting her other treatments on top of that though. Like,
yes,
wasn't just like, let's abandon this and do this again. I don't know what the I'm talking about right now. So okay,
do we ever?
Never.
People are now commenting myriad in the comments.
What's myriad? Oh, that's rude.
When you didn't know what it said. But they do it with sparkles, and I love it. Girl, you know, the only reason they aren't calling me out for not being able to say, what is it, colloquial, because they can't spell it either, okay? Colloquialism. I did it.
All of you. Okay, immunotherapy treatment.
Hey, tell them to shut up. You're pretty.
Jesus.
Okay.
Good morning, TikTok.
I'm uncomfortable.
Today is my first day for treatment for the colon cancer. So, let's go on this journey together. What do you say? Now, am I nervous? Just a little. Just a little. But that's why you're going to be there with me. No, I only have to do these treatments once every 3 weeks, so, yeah. How many vials we doing today? Alright, so they told me what could all happen for side effects. They gave me a bunch of reading material, but now I'm on my way to the infusion. Floor. Thank you, 5th floor. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Let's not record in a medical facility.
Yeah, sir, that's a HIPAA violation.
That's a HIPAA violation, fella.
Yeah, can you not record someone's grandma in there?
Oh.
Which, like, you're allowed to do it if it's just you, but like you can't show other people at. No, that's not okay. Anyways, there's no expectation of privacy in public, but that, like, in a bathroom, in a medical facility,
I feel like, we should just
those are places where there is an expectation of privacy. Just to be very clear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am hooked up to some Zofran.
Love Zofran.
Medicine, which this will take 20 minutes, and then they're putting me on the immunotherapy, which that will take 30 minutes. treatment down. That wasn't bad. They just had some complications with using the right vein. So why don't you use the one that everyone uses? Well, we don't like to go after the ones that are next to the joints. Do it. Like, okay. So, did it. I don't think they should have had the needle all the way in, but that's not me to say, you know. Well, yeah.
What does that mean?
First treatment down. Alright, this is the morning after. I went through a lot of cramps last night. Hi, big boy.
That's a cat.
Pain meds are my best friend. Other than that, next one in a few weeks.
It's very sad. Like
It is very sad. I don't think he's so far. I mean, y'all know how we are with when we dive into something, but it's like we go back and forth of like, we hate them, we like them, we're on their side. Nope, now we're not. So I mean, so far, I mean, with like the going on in his little journey, I mean, that is what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems typical.
I'm so curious because I know there's a turn.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly. Yeah.
When
so
did
I'm like,
the turn happen?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So he's saying a lot of support from his audience. He started a GoFundMe. Okay.
Great. Love that he started that.
That's interesting to see when we. Okay.
Wait, so when was it? Okay, so that was a week after.
Okay.
The first time we talked about it.
Hey, TikTok, giving out a little update on the cancer. I had scans done. We're gonna see where I'm at. I'm just waiting for my doctor to kind of give me the info. And tomorrow I will be announcing the next chapter of my life, and the GoFundMe, and I believe I'm gonna try to start selling stuff on TikTok shop. I'm already in the process of collecting a bunch of stuff that I'm just trying to sell because I want to get that RV and start, living life on the road.
That's sad.
Look forward to talking with you all tomorrow and go over the details. I'll be going live tomorrow. I might even go live here very shortly. So maybe. It's a little too late. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
That's very sad.
Okay. So he was wanting to do a little van update or a little van traveling or okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that's, I don't want to be like, oh, it's common, but like I feel like we do see that a lot with people who have like basically terminal diagnosis of the, not only is it like, this is so morbid, but like cheaper for them, but then also, you're like coming to the end. And so it's like, all right, well, let me, offload a bunch of stuff so that no one else has to deal with it. But then also, I want to go around. I want to enjoy it.
Go and see things. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see
There's
things.
a gal at my lake. There's a gal at my lake who's gone through it. This is her last season at the lake because she has a terminal diagnosis and so sweet, and then was just like selling everything at the lake so that she could go be with her sister in BC and travel around, and it's just like so heartbreaking. But yeah, that I do feel like, well, yeah, that makes sense because you're given like priorities and you're like, what actually matters, right? Like you're forced to like sit down and actually take in like, okay, what is important to me? What do I want to be doing?
Yeah.
With this,
What would you do?
Probably the same. I would probably move to Mexico. That would be ideal.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Me and Tony and Bean would be in Boca Grande, and I would just literally just plop down and sit with my ass in the water.
Yep.
And just be happy.
I agree.
And if anyone wants to come see me, you can come see me.
Yes.
Yep.
Amen.
Perfect. See you there. All right.
See. Okay, so this is all right. So this is the start of this year now. This update.
Wow, his face is looks very. Oh my God!
I will say this for people watching because that's why I was so taken aback by the first video.
First one, yeah.
This will, like if any of this is kind of like sensitive for you, the decline is it's heartbreaking. Like from his, like what he looks like as of today, that's where I'm like, this is like, I don't doubt that he is going through this at all.
Yeah.
It's alarming, just so everyone knows.
Yes, and I do appreciate that that trigger warning for people, because that is that like shock of that, because I mean cancer it's not something you see, but it's there, it's lurking. But then seeing the drastic change like that, I feel like really is just like when it like hits you, like the good God, the weight my mom lost, the obviously her hair, her being bald. I think we've shown it before, but if we can find the picture of my mom and dad looking like thumbs when we shaved her head, and then my dad sat down in the chair and she started bawling, crying, because the last time he had been bald was when he had testicular cancer.
Oh wow.
And that was because of me, because he went to go get a vasectomy, and then apparently the doctor f***ed up and gave him testicular cancer.
How?
I don't know. I said to my brother once, I was like, wait, so like you went to go get a vasectomy and like they found testicular cancer, so like I saved, like me being a surprise saved your life. And then my dad was like, no, the doctor f***ed up, and like it caused, I don't know how that could happen. It like caused it. And I was like, cool, so I gave it to you.
I was like, is he trying to traumatize you and not give you like the props that you deserve of saving him? We gotta investigate this. This doesn't sound right.
Should we call him?
It's like, I don't understand.
I'll text him right now. Or should I text my dad or the family group chat? Because he's not in the family group chat.
Wherever you're going to get the actual answer. Because I don't think you've been given the real answer. I don't think that that's possible.
So don't ask my brothers is what you're saying. Because Julian and Ash will be like, say something unhinged. So how do I phrase this?
Can you guys clarify how it was because of the vasectomy that Dad was given cancer?
Cancer because of the vasectomy? Or did they find cancer when you went in for the vasectomy?
That makes sense to me, because they got to give you a little squeeze and stuff, right? So then they would be able to detect it.
Do you want to know what my follow-up question is for him? Am I the reason you got cancer and now have one ball? My father has one testicle. We talk about it all the time. We make fun of both of them, and we're like, Dad's got one ball and Mom has no nipples. Fuck. Hilarious. Anyways, so we're a family of freaks.
Okay, while we wait on Rami, let's see.
Yes, so there is that physical decline, but transformation, and like it's different than just like a normal weight loss. You know, it's different than like Ozempic. It's I mean, it was very, very clear with Jessie Lee Ward, and it's unfortunate that she just kept saying, no, it's because of the carnivore diet. And it's like, no, it's not, girl. It's because your body's dying inside. Okay, so he looks like Tom Hardy in this screenshot. Crazy. So this is January 8th. Last video was October 1st, 4th or 10th, and then 14th. So now we're getting another update.
All right, TikTok, my recent cancer update. 3 tumors that were about 2 inches in diameter were growing on the outside of my colon. I thought it was actually inside, but we had our last scans on the 24th of December, and I had my 5th treatment on the 26th. Now, what these results showed was 2 of the tumors shrunk, and 1 of the tumors got bigger. We did lose more than what we gained, so we're just staying on track with the current treatment and see how well it goes. I've been wanting to come back to TikTok. I have. It's been difficult. Every time I have ideas for videos and things I want to get back into, it's difficult. Something's stopping me. I just feel like it's not the time. Like, now is not the time. But I'm gonna try. I have some good ideas. Some good ones. Especially with Scrub Mommy. Scrub Mommy and I are gonna have a good old wet, dirty time. Anyways, we are getting off track here. But yeah, that's my current update. I may try to go live sometime. I don't know. So be patient with me.
Who is Scrub Mommy?
Who's Scrub Mommy?
Who is that?
I don't know.
Girl, 3 tumors that are 2 inches in diameter. That's your thumb. Well, people have different sized thumbs, so never mind. But
Yeah.
like that's 2 inches. That's fucking huge. 3 of them, and on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, that breaks my heart. Like, no wonder he's in pain. Like, oh my God. This whole thing is really upsetting me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go down to, or like, so now we're jumping a month ahead, February 1st. I guess this is where he's saying that he isn't going to do chemo or radiation. And here, this is like a great point Kelly points out in this document here, where it says one of the first comments is research ivermectin. And it's like, also put some on your nose. There's a ton of research on fighting cancer naturally. This is what happens, right? Like, somebody latches onto one of these ideas. They're like, oh, I heard so-and-so's cousin did this. Have you seen this? Research this. It's like, all of a sudden, when you like say the word cancer, so many people, strangers, just come out of the woodwork. They've all got somebody that cured themselves this way, and that's what they're pushing. And again, like I said, when you're in that vulnerable state, when you're in essentially that like fight or flight mode, like of just like wanting to like
being desperate,
survive, yes, you're just gonna try things, and you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, like, okay, Nikki, like, who the are you, Nikki, coming out of nowhere?
It's a cat.
No,
she's a little cat. So yeah, and obviously, yes, the point you made earlier of you can do, like, doing traditional treatment, things that are proven, while, doing the diet, the whatever, and, having it in conjunction with that. But also, like you just said, my cousin's brother's aunt's dog's mailman cured their cancer by sticking their finger up their butt once an hour, which, hey, love that treatment plan. But
yeah,
no pun intended. It's like, what is it? Correlation does not equal causation. There are times where it's like your body's weird, and I don't want to be like, you can have cancer one day and not have it another day, but like, some bodies are better at fighting off than others. And sometimes it won't get worse. Sometimes, whatever. It's fucking crazy. It's literally like, no, I'm not joking, like natural selection.
And cancer is one of those things where I was even talking about in my latest video, because it had to do with like her husband getting diagnosed with cancer. And I used to be one of those people who'd be like, how are we here and there's not a cure yet? And it's because it's so fucking complicated, because it's not a one size fits all. It's like there are so many different variations, stages, types, like certain things that will respond because of, a protein in your blood. And if you have it, then you're not, like, every body is different, and then every like type that affects it, right? So like treatment, a cure, I don't believe that is not possible, but like actually finding a cure for like each type.
Yeah.
It's just wild to me, like when you actually like sit and like
it's
consider it. So when people are like, oh, no,
like how we were talking about last episode, that we had mentioned spinal muscular atrophy. Like, for that, there are different types, and sure, it might, might affect certain people, differently, even if you do have the same type, but also the like treatments, and not really a cure yet, but like we're getting close. Like, it's not a cure, but it like stops it apparently.
Yeah.
Like that is like more simplistic, or like ALS. Well, ALS is within that same group, but things that we have, tuberculosis, there's a cure for that, right? So that's why it used to be the world's and history's deadliest disease or illness or whatever. And now, do we know anyone who has tuberculosis?
Right. Actually, I saw something. Somebody, I think it's in the United States. I literally just saw that on the news. One person or something like that, but I think they're going through, anyways, whatever treatment. I was like,
good, because there's a cure, so they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
exactly. So it's very complex, but yeah, that's a perfect example of what we were saying. Like, the first thing is like the strangers, like, anyways. Okay. So here's where we find out that he's going to explain why. I don't know. We're just based on the tagline. He's not going to do chemo and radiation.
Well, the cancer got worse. doubled in size, and they want to do chemo and radiation. I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'm done. I'm not doing chemo and radiation. And if they don't want to keep me on the immunotherapy, then I'm gonna be done fighting. Just thought I'd let you guys know.
Okay, that's so sad. So we don't know why.
Girl, I just read in the comments, people are like, what about your daughter? He's a fucking kid.
Oh no.
No way, man. Like I don't care if it goes against your morals or you think it's a scam or like you think the government's gonna get you. Do that treatment plan, put the government up your butthole because you gotta do every single thing you can to survive. Also, like looks can be deceiving, obviously, clearly. I mean, his intestines are riddled with cancer, apparently. But like, and that's something Jessie Lee Ward used to say too. She was like, "Oh, look at me, I'm the epitome of health, and you're fat, and blah blah blah." And I still can't. I literally do be a witch. And I even said in a video, you don't know that. Like I could be healthier than you. You could be riddled with cancer right now. And then a month later, she said, "Hey, I'm riddled with cancer." But like, he's still at this point looks like a bigger, like, I mean, like strong, like bigger dude. And I don't know. It's just, I have a lot of questions, but I don't want to seem insensitive about this because obviously I don't know what doctors he's going to. I don't know or I do know where he is. He's in Iowa, but it just seems, it seems like a weird timeline,
Yeah, because we don't really get, like, we don't understand, like, why he's like, yeah, so I'm not going to be doing that. And I guess, like, we don't know, like, what his lives were like prior, because it sounds like he, like, was on live a lot.
Yeah.
So what type of, I don't know, his viewpoints on all that, obviously, there's a pretty, like, he feels a certain way about it quite strongly that he's not going to do this. And based on this, like, just a recap of this next video, it's a couple days later on the 8th, it says Richie starts spreading medical information hardcore on TikTok. So, well, this is kind of...
First, though, so you saw the one about ivermectin and putting it on the tip of your nose?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, we read that.
Someone said, did you look into apricot kernels?
Oh, I heard about that too. And recently I saw that somewhere.
And this person also said, I think he might have deleted his comment because it looks like this was like in response to them, but the person said, "Oh, nice, castor oil packs on your belly button. Sorry you're going through it."
I can't with the castor oil packs. Where's Bunny? Her and I had this long conversation about fucking castor oil.
Please don't tell me she's pushing castor oil.
Sorry?
Don't tell me she's pushing castor oil.
No, not at all. She's like, it made me feel like shit. And I was like, yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, the whole castor oil phase, like that's the thing. Like, there was the castor oil, there's the apricot kernels, everybody's got the ivermectin.
Jesus. So yeah, thanks Joe Rogan for the ivermectin. So just so we can get because I know some people are gonna be like, castor oil, what the So applying castor oil to the belly button, also known as navel pulling, is a traditional practice is a traditional practice with limited scientific evidence to support any of its benefits. So claimed benefits, delusions, is improved digestion. Some people say that castor oil can stimulate bowel movements and relieve constipation. However, there's no scientific evidence that it does that when applied topically. Detoxification. We have kidneys. Those detox us. Some believe that castor oil can help remove toxins from the body. However, there's no science, blah, blah, blah. Some anecdotal evidence suggests that castor oil can promote weight loss, but that's not supported. It's generally safe when used topically in very small amounts. However, it can cause irritation, allergic reactions, and if ingested, it can act as a laxative, cause abdominal cramps, diarrhea, and electrolyte imbalances. Obviously, that would be because you're, pissing out of your butthole and then you're dehydrated. Yeah. So wait, you heard the apricot one. What does the apricot thing do?
Something about like inside of the apricot, like the apricot nut or whatever. I love a kernel, apparently.
Say
I guess
nut
it's called.
again.
Never heard that before. Something about the inside and it being the cure. That's what I heard. It's like it's the cure now. There's also the black seed oil how long ago, and
Kernel.
so now that's what this is.
Medical misinformation. How the do you spell misinformation? Here is another one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can eating apricot kernels cure cancer? Medical misinformation about apricot kernels falsely claims that they cure or prevent cancer, often using names like nope, and another one I can't pronounce, or vitamin B17. And let's see, in reality, these seeds contain a component that the body converts into cyanide, which is highly toxic. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ingesting apricot kernels has no proven medical benefit and can cause serious harm, including death. So that's fun.
Oh my gosh. Cyanide?
Which obviously, so toxicity, as educated people know, or, just hopefully any fucking human, toxicity has to do with the quantity of something, not like the actual, just it being there, Like I can drink a little, don't do this. This is just an example. I don't do this. You can drink a little bit of bleach. I'm not going to die. Actually, let's use a more normal thing. I can drink some alcohol. It's literal poison. I'm not going to die. However, if I
had like liters, right?
Yeah, if I drink 4 bottles of Patron, I will be dead because I have poisoned my body. My body can't handle it, right? So if you eat an entire bag of these kernels, I don't know if that's enough. Also, depending on like your weight and size and stuff like that. But don't do that, please, girl.
All right, so
I can't. That's crazy.
All right, just a little update on the cancer. I've been double dosing fenbendazole, ivermectin. Once in the morning, once at night, and
what in the Sarah McLachlan? Who's it? I can't. Do all of them from now on have this sad music? I can't take him seriously.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it? Bitch, turn it up. Wait, is it just on mine?
Wait, no. I see a little, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, that's sad. I hear it now.
For $4 a day, you can help this bald man.
I've been doing great. Like, I haven't really felt too much of a difference, like, I look good. I've been losing a lot of weight. I've been eating healthy.
That's not good.
I've been doing all the right things. And I've been doing that for about a week, 2 weeks so far. And then last night I was at the laundromat, and all of a sudden I got the most excruciating pain, sharp pain in my stomach, and it was in waves. It was just in waves. And it was bringing me down to tears. Like the last time I felt this was when my tumor was expanding, and we did a scan and found out that it grew from about 2 inches to about 2 3/4. And I was feeling this sharp pain, not even just there, but other areas where I believe the tumors are located at. So I've been really worried about that. It caused me so much pain that I had to go to the hospital. I was there for over 12 hours, to the point that I just couldn't do it anymore. They were so busy. They weren't able to give me my pain meds to help me get through. And at one point I was just like, guys, I'm just gonna go. I got pain meds at home. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. And they did scans. I was like, can you guys just call me? Like, no. I'm like, all right, I'll have my doctor look it up and I'll call them Monday and find out. I just couldn't be there any longer. So I ended up coming home and I felt like complete fucking shit. From the pain meds that they were giving me and just everything. I felt like complete garbage. And I didn't think I was even gonna be able to make it to go pick up my daughter this morning or this afternoon. But I prayed and I ended up grabbing an energy drink, which I shouldn't be drinking, but it was 0 sugar at least. But I ended up getting up there, and by the time I was sitting there waiting for my daughter to show up, just like that, I felt so much better. I was like, holy cow, it's gone. It's all gone. All the pain, it's all gone. So, you know, I'm a little worried, but what if it was all the stuff attacking the tumors? Like, that's what it was, you know. Like, maybe nothing says it can't. Like, I think it's feasible. So, anyways, thank you for listening to my little rant. This is where I'm at.
Feasible.
I'm
no.
so
That's
f***ing depressed. This is
sad.
depressing. This is so depressing for me because I also understand like the frustration of like, can you imagine being in that amount of pain, like going like, you know, like that's what you're told, like go to the emergency. And I mean, the reality now is exactly what he's saying is like the nurses, the doctors, the waiting rooms, like they are so taxed, like they are so full. That was like Coco when we literally thought that like her appendix was bursting or something.
yeah,
that
that
we
was
were there
scary.
for the same amount of time with like little Zozos.
Mhm.
And so that was frustrating, but it's like that's not like their fault. Like everybody was doing their absolute best, right? And even like just like coming into the waiting room to like, because there was no like beds left, it was trying to help everybody like with IVs and like management and figuring out where to put people. It's a show, and unless you're like there, it's hard to believe it because I feel like this is like the feeling everywhere. Like he's where in Iowa, I'm in Edmonton. It's like everyone is feeling this, and so I understand like his feeling of hopelessness because
So yes and no, I do think it is important to remember our healthcare infrastructures are very different.
yeah,
And with different emergency rooms, different hospitals, like one hospital can be a complete show, another one can be fine. No matter what is going on with you, if you go into the ER, you're going to be there all day. Most likely you
Yeah.
will be. Like that's just what
Yeah.
happens. But you would think that, I mean, if he told them that he has stage 4 cancer, stage 4 colon cancer, and he's feeling something like this really horrible pain, that like, you know, things would be like addressed or he would be admitted or something like that. So that's just like where my brain instantly goes is I would assume that he would be admitted and
Yeah.
like not just take imaging and then go home.
right.
Like you would,
Especially for the pain, if he was just like saying like, yeah, like that it was like maybe he was in tears and I know. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing too. Like where
Yeah.
are we prioritizing? How does that work? It's heartbreaking. I'm just heartbroken for him right now. What do the comments say here?
oh, I have no idea.
Oh God. Okay, this first one. Her name's Chelsea. You're not going to like this. Keep an image in your head of it shrinking and stay positive. Believe it, you will be healed. Our minds are a powerful healing
God.
tool. That is something I also see all the time. Again, putting it on the person.
Girl.
Did you manifest enough?
Yeah,
Like,
girl.
and I'm a manifester. I do believe.
Oh no,
in,
yeah,
like,
no, we do, but this one bitch said that to my mom. Linda almost to this day, if I bring it up, she'll be like, don't remind me. I will go punch that lady in the face right now. Like she didn't listen, she deserves it. She's crazy and always smells horrible. But yeah, that pisses me off so much because it's like, no, I haven't believed hard enough. Like I fucking hate that.
It's like, yes, and then it's like subtly puts it on you, right?
That you're not doing enough. And it's like,
yeah.
what?
You need to be positive. You need to imagine it. And again, do I doubt that like our minds are powerful and our energy? Absolutely not. But I believe that there's also like we have to have that like equal balance of like reality, just, you know, being honest with ourselves, doing as much as we can. So yes, like that in conjunction with maybe what our doctors are suggesting.
100% yes. I think that one of the only reasons many people in my immediate family are still alive, even though we are just riddled, is what we call tumor humor. Like we make jokes constantly about stuff and are always laughing. And someone before has said that, especially my mom, like it's like she should not be alive right now. But she is, and people have said, like, yeah, she is unsinkable. My mom attributes that to, obviously, yes, great medical care. Thank fucking God. But tumor humor. Because it's like, what am I just going to sit here and be depressed? Yeah, I'm sad, but like, I'm going to believe that I can get through it. And if I can't, cool. But I'm going to do it.
Right. Yeah.
She's the
I
best.
agree.
I can't wait for you to see her next week.
I know, I can't either. Okay, so this, I guess, is this the video that got take? I don't know. We're all in this together right now.
Sorry, one thing that you were saying about it being in conjunction, I know we keep saying that, but the energy drink thing, so many people are, and just how he was like, there's so much sugar in it. And it's like, okay, buddy, like an energy drink is not going to make your cancer worse or give you cancer.
Yeah, that one energy drink that you needed.
yeah.
Like, and then that's it too, right? Like then you're sitting there and you're feeling guilty about it and being like, oh my God, like I just did so much. We're just like,
and like, yeah, sure. I mean, if you have like stomach cancer or like, I mean, a cancer in general, again, it's the belief of like, well, this type of food, don't eat bagel bites. They're like, it feeds the cancer. It's like, bitch, I'm going to eat this and a Hot Pocket. Like right now, I will do it. But I think it personally comes from the like, oh, it's because there's preservatives and toxic chemicals and blah, blah, all that bull. But people aren't like understanding. It's like, no, what you need to do is, sure, you can eat that if you want, but be healthier and make your body stronger so that your immune system and your body can like has a more of like a fighting chance in, not the word conjunction again, but paired with chemo and radiation and other treatments, because chemo and radiation can destroys your body, but it destroys the cancer. You can get your body back. The cancer dies from, gets killed from it. So anyways, I hate it here so much. So, Richie gets a video taken down due to medical misinformation. He posts another video where he says he has 6 months or less to live. He also says his oncologist told him seek treatment elsewhere because Richie didn't want to follow his recommendations. And Kelly even titled that part, "The Jesse Lee Ward, RIP, vibes are strong." And that's I mean, that's what girl, happened with Jesse, went to MD Anderson and then like refused to believe what they were saying. And that doctor, that oncologist was spot on, like to the week. He was like, you have 6 months. Like, you're not going to make it to your birthday. And she died like 2 weeks before her birthday. It's insane.
Okay, so that's kind of what's going on here. 6 months
parasite infestation? What?
My first video coming back got taken down for misinformation. I probably should have said this is a video on how to fight stage 4 parasite infestation. But no, I did not. Not good news on my end. My oncologist gave me 6 months or less. Because I didn't want to do his routine. I asked him, I told him about a doctor who has many papers published through the National Institute of Health, has a new strategy on how he's treating cancer. And pretty much by using a micro dose of chemo to stress out the tumor to kind of allow your body to know where to even fight, and then interpreting this immunotherapy. My oncologist didn't want to do that, and he told me to pretty much seek treatment elsewhere. Well, with the short time frame that I got, there's not really much of a chance for that. So, I'm still fighting. It's just God and I doing this now, but I'm still gonna fight.
Oh no.
God, if I can come back from this. Man. Alright, well, that's my update. I'll try to make videos. I don't know. We'll see.
Girl, so many people in his comments are like, please watch Joe Dispenza's Rewired series. And it's like, please don't. That man,
here's
cult leader.
See, this is where next on the thing, 40-day water fast. So it was 40 days. I did think it was over 30.
I can't. I really can't. These comments are insane. So insane. Someone said, so here's the thing. If you cannot trust that person for treatment, why would you trust their blanket statement about you? First of all, they spelled dying wrong. Dying in 6 months. Do not believe what you're told. Your body is listening.
It's so sad. It's sad.
So insane. Stop. Oh, girl, stop thinking you have it. Don't believe the news from mainstream. My daughter was given 5 weeks. That was 16 years ago. Now totally holistic and drug-free. We went against every doctor and went holistic way. The proof is her still here and healthy. Ma'am, Lisa, I would love to see imaging from before and after. Let's do it, babe.
Yeah.
Let me see those blood levels and those cell counts, because
That's what it is, right? It's like people just say this and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, well, like where is that? Where
Mhm.
what exactly? The labs. Let's see the lab reports.
Yeah, and
the imaging
and a lot of people from, I don't want to say like back in the day, but so for instance, not me talking about my dad again, sorry. I had like literally just been born, basically, is what I mean. Think about the timeline. Linda says, I'm pregnant. And he's like, I'm going to get a vasectomy right now. So, probably like 2 months after I was born, he was diagnosed with cancer. And I believe they said it was like stage 3. And they basically told my mom, like, he's not going to be able to walk her down the aisle. Like, he's not going to be alive. And my mom was like, cool, I have 4 kids. What? Like, what are you talking about? And he had to do like really, really, really intense chemotherapy where she would drop him off during the week, like across the bridge at the hospital over there. And he would just like stay there, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't there clearly. And my mom said like the imaging before, like it showed that it had like spread to like everywhere. And then the imaging like a few months later showed something different, that like, oh my gosh, all we have to do now is like a few more sessions and like you're done, you're cleared, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Linda, I think you were drunk or you like what? But no, I'm like, I think it might have been like, I don't want to say like a case of like something being misdiagnosed, but it's always important to get more, like when you get your initial diagnosis of something, and I know it's hard in the US, I get it, please go seek one more. A second opinion is always so important, and I wish she would have done that. But no, my mom is 100% like, I prayed and angels, and I'm just like, Linda, you're a witch. Like, stop. You're insane. But a lot of times things like that will happen. However, some people will say things like to reinforce their narrative and belief of like, this doctor's telling me I have cancer, but most cancer diagnoses from like doctors and medical centers are actually like wrong and like a misdiagnosis because they are like chemo dealers and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, like a complete like misdiagnosis, like, oh, you actually don't have cancer at all. That's extremely rare. But think like the diagnosis of like thinking like it's maybe a little bit worse than it is or not as bad as it is, like that's a little bit more common. But yeah, this pisses me off and I hate it so much, and I need to see facts because these are lies. So sorry for the rant.
No, I agree. Okay, so this is where we get to where I came in on the storyline. So at the 40-day fast, Richie decides he's going to do a 40-day water fast. This is where his content begins to get restricted. So it says, oh yeah, that's the screenshot of what Kelly saw.
So so his content was restricted. So was the day 1 taken down? And now we're seeing day 2?
I have no idea.
Is day 2 linked?
Yeah.
All right. Stage 4 colon cancer. Oncologist gave me less than 6 months since he won't do the treatment I asked him to do. So, I made the decision today. Today is officially day 2 of a 40-day water fast. With some, like, salt added to it. But I'm also interpreting the tea and everything to help combat my problem. So there will at least be, holy cow, at least a video a day for the next, 38 days. But, if you're going to starve your cancer, you might as well go to the length's end of doing a 40-day fast.
Okay, so what's his next one? Richie claims this video may have been taken down for misinformation. I'm so confused.
Cancer feeds on sugar. Oh my God. Oh. Open a door for treatment for him, Lord. I pray. Complete wholeness and healing.
Linda's in the comments.
literally my mom in there.
Okay, so he's replying to a comment here that says, looks like he's ignoring all the comments about parasites. Oh, no.
Oh my God, stop. One of the first comments says, from a quantum physics perspective, I gotta go.
Beautiful disaster. I am not going to respond to every single comment about someone talking about parasites. If you read through some of the comments, you'll see me saying, already doing it. I'm already interpreting it. Yes, I do believe that is the reason why I have the issues that I have.
Okay, hold on. He keeps saying I'm interpreting it. He said I'm interpreting, in the last one, he said I'm doing that and also interpreting the T. What the does he...
Maybe he's meaning incorporate.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
What's the T? Is he like
I think,
abbreviating
some
something?
Cleansing. I think like a parasite cleanser or something like that, because he seems to think that this is like parasite caused. From what I'm gathering, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're missing so much here.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
The videos that I've made about it has been taken down for misinformation. So, yes, I am tackling it like it is that. Ivermectin, fenbendazole, black seed oil, black walnut, ashwagandha, burdock root, methylene blue, colloidal silver, ivermectin, fenbendazole, apricot kernels, acai tea, soursop tea. Like, I'm doing it all. So no, I'm not ignoring anyone.
Okay, so actually, yeah, all right. This is where we get an idea of like what he is doing.
So you're going to do all of that.
And not chemo
And
or
not
radiation. That breaks my heart.
Chemo and radiation. But it's just like you're so desperate for like clearly to not die.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're not going to do the one thing that is scientifically proven to kill the cancer and to get
for the most part, you know what I mean? Like the best chance, like
yes, you
like you said, if you are strong, if you are like you're not starving yourself, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like going backwards of being like, okay, I'm gonna just stop eating, and then I'm gonna do all of these things. I don't know.
Yeah, but exact girl. Round of applause for Sherilyn. Exactly what you just said of like you're making your body weaker by doing all this bullshit and starving the cancer. Well, plot twist, you're starving yourself and you're making yourself an easier target for the cancer because you're weakening your immune system and your body in general. Like, this is so dumb. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, I see something about ChatGPT here or something.
Oh
so
my
let's
God,
watch this next one.
No.
Here we go.
Well, day 8 of 40 with no food. I still feel good. But man, as I'm like taking my daughter out to go do a bunch of stuff, boy, is that fatigue bad. Because I just want to crash. But I did probably notice I'm gaining like water weight. Someone brought up potassium, and I ran it through ChatGPT, and they pretty much said the same stuff. So I got a powdered potassium sulfate, I believe it is. Just a salt substitute, so it shouldn't break my fast. So I got to interpret that into my cancer routine. Holy cow! I look really thin. I'm down 1.2 pounds since yesterday, so that's good. My GKI is
Why does he think that's good? Like he said it multiple times, and he said it before when he had said he was like eating better for like a week or something or whatever before the fast. So at the start of it, he said he was down 60 pounds since like the diagnosis basically. And so that was within like what, 4 months? I don't know. And he's like, oh, I feel great. Like I'm, losing this weight. And it's like, I mean, we've seen him from like what, here up. That could be deceiving. I get it. But it's like, you don't look like you need to lose weight. And you have colon cancer.
Yeah, so rapid weight loss is genuinely like a symptom of something not right.
And that was technically the second, but that was the literal first thing that everyone was like, Jessie Lee Ward, what the girl, her first symptom, do you know what it was? She bled, like clotting, bleeding for like over a month straight.
Oh, man.
And was just like,
No. And I get being scared maybe to just like know the truth, but oh my God, it's also devastating.
horrifying.
A little bit lower. So I'm in a very high, like therapeutic ketosis, autophagy level. But if I get my GKI even lower, then I'm in like insane levels of ketosis and insane levels of cell regeneration. So,
Okay. Cell regeneration? What?
That's something I hear. Yeah, I hear that a lot about like with the fasting. Again, who am I to say? I've never done a 40-day fast, so I would not know. Again, with like, I would not know, but based on like lab reports, if my cells have ever regenerated because of a 40-day fast, because I've never done it. But that's what he's talking about, is that the fast resets everything, regenerates your cells, because you're not like putting anything in to like affect it, I think.
So what he's saying, so it reminds me of, and I'm sure you're aware as well, but Dr. Linda Hazard, we talked about her before. I did a video on my channel about it. I'm positive you know about it too. I say doctor, she was not a fucking doctor. She's dead. Good. But the book, Starvation Heights, basically she like wrote a book saying like fasting for like the cure of all. I don't know what it was called. Whatever. We'll put it up here. Terrifying. She was a con artist. She scammed people and they would come to like her wellness clinic. Her cure for everything was to starve you basically and have you do these like really strange fasts. It would be slowly killing you. And then she would have you sign over all of your assets, all your possessions, everything over to her. She killed a lot of people. She was finally arrested, but then she was released. And then she did the whole thing over again in Australia, I think. And then she got cancer. And guess what she did? She did a 40-day fast. And she died. It killed her. Like, that's not even satisfying. Because it's like, well, damn, you actually believed your own bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, at least whatever. If you're gonna preach it, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking sad in general. But if that was
Yeah.
like I would expect that. I wouldn't have expected less than her going that route. Okay, so fast forwarding,
Jesus.
there is a lot of videos throughout this like whole fast process. We are not going to go through all of these, but we will go to where he's kind of like updating people and telling them that the tumor is allegedly gone.
So at the beginning of May, he was at 8 days of no food. And then this one, whoa, he looks like a complete different person. Holy shit.
you will not believe what happened to me today. This morning I made a video and it was about how I had a bowel movement, and after doing some research, I am pretty darn sure that tumor came out of me today. The fact that, it's roughly around 5 inches in diameter,
What?
and for how kind of thin it is, the amount that came out of me would definitely be the amount of the tumor. And the fact that I didn't feel any pain like I normally do, since I've had previous times when there was blood in my stool, this one feels like it is complete. So, I praise God that He has removed this tumor from me. And God has truly healed me. When it comes down to it, I'm very excited for the near future. The thing is, when I want to put this shop together for everyone to join the Fast and Faith program,
Oh my God, no.
it's a little difficult because I never really set up a shop. So if anyone wants to help, there's that. Again, thank you guys for, the comments just keep coming in. The love, support, the prayers, again, the support through the GoFundMe is what's helped me launch this. And I will announce that I will be making a YouTube channel. I will be pretty much doing like a podcast aspect of it all. I will be writing a book that goes through my whole story, my whole journey, the process to this all,
how I put all the puzzle pieces together, everything. So I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey, because there are a lot of you that are tired of being told the lies, and the fact that our bodies have so much power to them.
Oh no.
With God, who has made our bodies, has the power to take care of all that stuff. In Jesus' name I pray amen on that.
Oh, no. Like, don't bring Jesus into this. I can't.
Girl,
Oh, wait, hold on. What did
do
he
you
say?
remember? Hold on. Do you remember what he said?
No, I've tuned out. I can't.
No, well, not.
Said about what?
No, not there. In the beginning. Remember when I was like, oh my gosh, like 2 inches in diameter, that's that big. Do you remember where he said his tumors were?
He said outside of the colon. Or like outside. Yeah.
How did he?
What are you getting?
How did he get it out? If it was outside of the colon.
Yeah. I don't. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No one here knows what they're talking about.
No, and also tumors aren't just floating around. That's not what a tumor does or is. Like, that is like, what? That is insane. Oh my God.
I can barely handle any more of this. So there's this one saying, God told me to fast. God didn't fix me. Maybe let's go there, because he just went in Jesus' name or whatever. And let's just see if this takes a turn. I don't know.
Good morning, TikTok. I wanted to send a message out before I hit the road. This is about the faith in silence. I fasted for 40 days. I gave everything I had to God, and my body, my mind, my soul. And guess what? It didn't cure my cancer, but my faith, that is stronger than ever. See, faith isn't about everything working out the way you want. Faith is trusting that God is still good, even when the miracle doesn't come. It's just the way it is, Some of you are battling things right now: pain, confusion, sickness, heartbreak, and you're asking God, where are you? It's hard. It's very hard. And if you're not hearing his voice, I want you to do something real, something raw. I want you to sit at the edge of your bed, take your Bible, and close your eyes and say, God, I need you. I need your Holy Spirit. I need guidance. And open your Bible and just let your finger completely fall wherever that scripture is. This morning for me, I slipped my finger right in between a page to Isaiah 58.
Can he stop fingering the Bible, please? What is going on?
He's saying that when he slid his finger, it landed something about fasting.
So then what came out of his butt?
I don't know.
Clearly
like
not the tumor.
No, it just, your body, if you're.
So we're assuming that he went to a doctor then.
He did. So this is where I was at.
Okay.
So he did all this. He finished the fast. He thought that he,
out a tumor.
Out the tumor. And everyone was like, yeah, what's going on? And he went to get like his scan. And yeah, he has cancer still. It's progressing as it should have. This is what bothers me, is that in that last video prior that we just watched, there was a lot in between it, but the last one that we watched prior to this one, he just going based off of like his feeling and his instinct, he thought I'm good. Like he's literally sitting there preaching, being like, praise God, like this was it. And that's why I'm like, don't bring Jesus into this, because like I hate that so much, because it's like for the people who have put like a strong emphasis and like belief in their faith to cure like certain things. Do I agree with it? No. But you know, like, I know that that happens, and I do believe that, like, people feel like, yes, there's miracles and stuff, and so for him to be like, yep, this was it, like, I followed all of this, and I'm secured, and then he didn't even have the scan, right? So for anybody who stopped watching his journey at that moment, they're gonna be like, remember that guy on TikTok who, like, he shit out his tumor, and Jesus did that for him?
And then, like you said, they're gonna keep saying that in comment sections and being like, yeah, this was true. But also, someone made a good point in another thing we covered where they're like, God gave people beautiful, big, smart brains. I'm paraphrasing. They said it in a lot better way than this, who specialize in this, who are able to help you, who have a gift of their noggin, and who practice medicine. So let's use that. And when people are like, no, just pray. It's like, no,
I like that point.
I
like that point a lot.
Yeah, same. And it's frustrating when he's like, oh, I fought and I fought. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You clearly didn't. You did all of these other things that had... You literally made yourself an easier target and then just starved yourself. And then, which starving yourself and... that can affect your sleeping and not eating. We don't know if he was having trouble sleeping, but not eating and not giving your body what it needs affects your brain so much. And I was going to make the joke earlier of like, oh, well, stage 4 means that it spread. Did it spread to his brain? Because he's being insane right now. And sorry, that just pisses me off so much because of like my family history with it. I'm triggered.
Yeah, I think that there's that's a great point. Yeah, like of just going so far, and then maybe now has kind of almost led him also into like further into like a spiritual psychosis. Yeah, and then him just like being like, I agree with what he's saying in terms of like you expected the miracle to be there and then it wasn't, and it's like, but also you were given the opportunity to follow a plan and chose to ignore it. So like you're saying, that doctor that God, if you want to say, like put in front of you, like what was it, the devil? And then you just decided to go rogue? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, what makes that doctor so evil? Why is that doctor so evil and that you didn't want to listen to them? You don't know that doctor's belief system. You don't know if it was like God who put that doctor in front of you. It just, the way that like certain people use religion as like a weapon, like, and an excuse for things drives me absolutely freaking crazy. And then they just like pick and choose based on what they want to believe.
It's to reinforce their own confirmation bias. And like their own, you know, how they're already brainwashed. And it's so f***ed up, especially when it comes to this, because it's like, okay, well then, God forbid, if they don't, you know, use that, then it's the cognitive dissonance. Everything they believe will just completely crumble. And it's like, okay, well, I didn't pray about it and pray the cancer away. I went and got chemo, or I went and got, you know, this done. And I did survive. So it's like, okay, so then that would, you know, challenge their belief system, and can't do that.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine being that delusional. And that's so, so scary. And the misinformation. And
well, it's scary and sad too, because then you also have to think it like, this didn't just start with him. It's like, who the hell, like, where did this all start from? Right? Like, what direction were you being led to? I don't know. It's got to freaking stop. Okay, sorry, hold on. Like, we get it. I can't listen to him talk about this subject anymore.
I'm done with that one. I can't continue that.
Okay, Richie wants to start a Rockin recovery center where he uses all of his misinformation to treat people in an RV. I think, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So let's move there.
Oh my God.
You know, I've been having a pretty good morning. My night turned around because of you guys and so many other supportive people that have reached out, and the scripture, the advice, I greatly appreciate all of it. So this idea popped in my head today, and it's something that's been on my mind for a little bit, but I've been really working on this idea. Now, with having usage of the hyperbaric oxygen chamber, the ozone machine,
oh my God,
a PEMF med bed,
it's all the same
infrared
Jesse Lee Ward did.
sauna,
Such
cold
bullshit.
plunge, and some other things I want to interpret, like
juicing,
rock salt room. But what really kind of got me going was, what if I went mobile with this? What if I had a very large trailer? You first walk in and you're in the rock salt room. There's a grounding mat that you sit on and you go through your initial paperwork. This will take about 25 minutes. This will help open up your airways.
Is it a train with like a bunch of different cars? How big is this RV?
I don't know. And like, this is terrifying. Like, what are you talking about, sir? Like, with all due respect, because this actually breaks my heart to see. Like, when we go back from that first video,
So
like,
scary.
he looks so unwell. Like, it breaks my heart to see somebody not look okay.
And
And like,
clearly
him
not
just being like, so, like,
be
we're going to
okay.
do all of this. It didn't work for you. What do you mean?
Yeah. It's, or what, oh my God, yeah, that aspect. I didn't even think about that. I mean, obviously, yes, I did, but like, yeah, it didn't fucking work for you. So you still have cancer. People in the comments, or one has said, have you gotten a second scan yet? If not, when will that be? Rooting for
Yeah.
you. And it's like an apple cider vinegar. If you haven't watched it, please do. When the mom says to the lady, she's like, so after they go home, you ask them to keep doing it and to track it, but you tell them to not get scans. Why? Like, then how do you know that it's gone or you're getting better? And the lady's just like, you just know. And it's like, what do you
This
mean?
is so infuriating and dangerous, you know, like, and like you said, it's like, I don't know, like, I can't make sense of how he thinks that this is a good idea. It's like, surely you are so aware that like this, how are you comfortable suggesting this to other people?
It has to be the
Lack of
lack of nutrients to your
food
brain.
and nutrient.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. So like there are times, and Jesse and Lily talked about this with the when they talked about Kendra being in love with her psychiatrist, sorry. And they talked about the amphetamine, was that what it was? The ADHD med psychosis. Well, also another reason why that, because like it's a stimulant, but also you're not eating. And so sometimes if you're not eating, you literally will like forget words and not be able to form sentences. And it is a psychosis. And this, I mean, 40 days, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so scary. But these comments are even more concerning of people just supporting him.
Right. And so like this also kind of brings back of imagining that you stopped. Let's say like even just the way the FYP works sometimes. Let's just say you're somebody who's in a vulnerable state, going through this, desperate. You saw the last post that you saw was the pooping out the tumor. And all of a sudden, just randomly, the FYP throws this to you.
Yeah.
So you still don't know in between
That he
all
still
of
has
that
cancer.
that this did not work.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, he's going to start an RV and he's going to heal me like he healed himself. And you have no idea that. Well, I guess you could if you looked back, but you know what I'm saying. Like if that's the way that your narrative is coming, which is just how the FYP works. Sometimes it's like backwards.
Well, girl, this comment proves it. This comment right here says it's from 6/25. So I guess that was like right around the time that he posted this. This person said, is it gone now? I didn't keep up with everything since that live in the scanning doctor office. Please update. This is so scary.
What else does he have to say here? Okay.
Apparently his replies to comments keep disappearing. I noticed that since we've been talking about him, and I've been like trying to see his replies. And I think when he replies to things, I think now TikTok is like, nope.
Yeah, I think Kelly mentioned that too. It's like there was a video like in between that we like scrolled past where it's like a lot of his stuff he's acknowledged like from the get-go that it keeps like getting taken down or, you know, like, and then he's like for misinformation or whatever. And it's like, no, but it is. It is because the proof is right here from your own words, right? Like your physical outcome here is what's happened, but your own words are still reiterating the misinformation that you were already putting out there, which that's what's wild to me here. And I get people probably don't want to be like, you know, when you've pushed something so hard, of course you don't want to be like, well, I led you all astray. No, instead, let's double down. We've already admitted that it didn't do what you expected it to, but let's Let's get an RV with a salt pool. I can't. I'm so mad.
Anti-inflammatory, grounding your energies. And then once we're done with that, then we lead into the PEMF med bed. And if you don't know anything about that, it's kind of like a Rife machine. It uses electromagnetic pulses, frequencies, and stuff like that you can target. I think it's like over 250 different things, After that, then we go into the hyperbaric oxygen chamber.
It's got a hyperbaric chamber in the
that
RV?
will help just oxidize your whole body, and since your cells are just so open and just...
I think the whole thing is a hyperbaric chamber. I think it's like locked and sealed and just come pitch black in there with red lights and salt and a weighted blanket.
And everything else. I get excited thinking about how good you will feel at just the end of this part. But then we go into the ozone therapy and the infrared sauna. Now, you do the sauna for like 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. The oxygen therapy there's a couple different ways you can administer that, but we're not going to go into that. But now at this point, your body is just so fully absorbed, like so much oxygen. And, I could be wrong. This isn't medical advice or anything, but they say that nothing really survives in a very oxygen-rich environment. After that,
nothing survives in an oxygen-rich environment.
Why aren't you doing it then? It's just like...
That's not true. But also...
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you, like, what are you doing?
Oh, well then why do you still have cancer? It's just like fucking people who are like, oh, I did this heavy metal detox and look at all of this that came out in my poop. And it's like, first of all, stop showing us your on camera, Brittany. Second of all, that's your intestinal lining, or that's just like dried up mucus from inside your butthole canal. Because like, how do you think your poop comes out so easy? Do y'all not realize that you have mucus in your rectal cavity? Are y'all dumb? Not y'all. Y'all are smart. I get it. But all these Britneys, sorry to all the Britneys, but like, it's just so crazy. And they'll post it, and I'm like, how do y'all still have heavy metals? Like, clearly the other things you're doing and promoting aren't working. That's not a thing. This is not parasites. You don't live on a farm. You're not digging holes every day with your bare hands. You don't have parasites constant. You're not a cow or in a third world country. Like, you didn't add a tumor, Billy. He looks like his name's Bill. Okay.
Then we go into the cold plunge, and this
Now there's a cold plunge.
Oh,
is like the lymph node squeezing detox galore that will just flush your system. At the end of it, you will get a package of binders to help finish the detox and get all that stuff out of your system. By the time you get to the end of this trailer and you're at that back hatch, because I can imagine having like sets of linen outfits, like a 2-piece linen outfit. And we give you a set of Rockin recovery shades.
He's making you put on a white linen outfit when you're in there. First of all,
giving Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
They wore purple. But
yeah, are we gonna eat pot pies before? Like, what? That sounds so good.
And you're just standing at that back hatch, and we drop the door, and the sun just shines on you, and immediately getting that vitamin D. I know you gotta take out the sunglasses to absorb it, but this idea has just been like putting the biggest smile on my face. And to top that off, I want to be just this unstoppable warrior for Christ. That I want to be so equipped with the Word and the Holy Spirit that even during the intake process of the red light therapy room or the rock salt room, that we go into deliverance, we go into healing spiritually.
Okay, he's starting a cult. That's a cult. That is a cult.
No, literally. This is giving remember when everybody thought that the reason the lockdown was happening in 2020 was because Donald Trump was going to clear the streets of his buddy, basically Epstein, but it was it's oh no, all the Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres. Do you remember that? I had somebody who was it was same kind of thing. It's we do not talk to this person anymore. This was a husband of an ex-husband of a girlfriend of mine, and he went
off the deep end.
Off, off, polar op. You know what? I get you want to talk about Republican and like Democrats, right? Is that what your guys' two parties or whatever?
Well, yeah, there's more.
But then I
yeah.
feel like there's also like you've got the extreme belief,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
regardless, like you have people who are like extreme on like either
Yes.
way. And so it was the ones that were like that, like JFK Jr. actually didn't die, and it was this guy at all the Trump rallies, and
Oh
like
my God.
there was gonna be.
That
Do you
is
remember that?
Stop it. That's one of my favorite. Not because I believe it, but because it's insane.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys.
And like there was the reason like during COVID it was like, oh yeah, like this is gonna happen. And also like on June 14th, like this is what this guy was saying, you know, on June 14th or what, maybe it wasn't that day, it doesn't matter. No, it was April. The internet worldwide is gonna go down. Like grab your Bibles, because that's when that's when Trump's gonna be going down into like basically the pizza shop kind of thing, right? Like with
Perfect.
to go into save all of the children. And it's like, because you've gone so one way, you've missed the fucking plot. That yes, there actually is a real concern here, but it's not like this it's in your freaking faces. It's not that everything's gonna and guess what, no one lost internet worldwide. This never happened. And now look what the hell you've done.
You should have gone to that guy's house and like unplugged his router or like cut a wire or something on that day.
Oh, shut up.
And then like
so funny
thrown a
'cause, like,
Bible through his window.
he kept saying like then when things wouldn't happen, he'd be like, oh, we got the dates wrong. It's actually and then like it was like the third time he just like I think part of it was like Facebook like made him leave, but also I think it was like because everyone kept going to him being like, so like we're waiting, and it's like, yeah, not happening. Oh my God, I just like I'm so tapped out right now.
Not him doing the same thing that the Jehovah's Witnesses did with their like doomsday countdown, and they're like, it's happening this day. Guess what? Nothing happened. Oh well, it's happening this day. Didn't happen. There have been, I believe, 3 wrong predictions, and that's hilarious. And now if you bring it up to a Jehovah's Witness, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, comment down below. Also, why are you here? That's crazy.
I don't think.
But hey, there are some that watch mine. It's wild. And then some that will try to DM me and be like, it's not a cult, Chelsea. I can tell you about it. And I'm like, that's why it's a cult. I don't need to know about it, weirdo. But they'll be like, no, they never like gave a date. And it's like, Denise, go put your long jean skirt on. Jesus is coming to get you in a spaceship. Like, stop.
It is like, and it's like when somebody goes like so far, it's sad. That's exactly what's happening right here. I'm over the RV. Okay, like let's go to the next.
Yeah. So his followers and believers are dangerous, is what Kelly said. This is one of the many videos in support of Richie and extreme medical misinformation. I cannot wait to see how unhinged this person is.
Okay, so have you guys been following the account on TikTok, Rockin Richie? I'm like obsessed and I look at his account every day. But he found out he had stage 4 colon cancer and he decided to try and heal it holistically. So he went on a 40-day fast of food, and all he had was water, some salt, magnesium, potassium, that's it. And he literally passed
Here we go.
the tumor. And I don't know if you've done any research on this, but he said it's like
Clearly
a sack
you
of
haven't.
Parasites. It was like a big blob of them, I guess.
That's not
Holy,
a big
we knew it.
a big blob of parasites.
Is that the mucus that they're talking about? Because again, like it's like when you do like, you know, like the colon cleanse and then you see all the stuff and then like some of the people are like, oh, I saw the parasite. It's just all the shit in your lining that's still there.
Yes. And again, the intestinal lining, like a lot of these detoxes will literally like have part of your like intestinal lining come out. It's tissue. Think about when you have your period and, you know, comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So someone said, and this was back in the beginning of June, okay? So someone said, I'm so invested watching him. Prayers that a second opinion shows more. And this lady said, oh my God, yes, I think if he sees a holistic doctor, they would give him the tools he needs to heal his body completely. This woman is insane. Another person said, he did not pass the tumor. Scans showed it grew. Scans showed the difference between fluid-filled and solid tissue mass, exactly. And she said, I cannot. It only showed it grew because he hadn't been back to the hospital since his first scan. He has photos explaining this. That doesn't make any sense. It only showed it grew because he hadn't been back to the hospital since his first scan. So it only showed that it grew because it grew. Because it was bigger than the first scan.
Yes. And then the person's like, okay, but for 2 weeks, he was proclaiming it was completely gone. I remember that. When in fact, it was bigger. So whether it had been a week or a year, it was bigger. And then she didn't reply to that because holy, you cannot pass a tumor. Thank you, Deborah.
What an idiot.
Oh my God, I love this. So many people at least are like, you can't pass a tumor. It's impossible. And also tumor does not have a sac. You simply do not pass tumors. Marguerite, my queen.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean,
but did we not say this?
So
you're going to get somebody coming on here.
Yes. Well, so with MRIs and the imaging, ultrasounds, whatever you're having done, it shows, like that person said, it shows a mass. Like, and when you're looking at it, ladies, am I right? Come on, we've had enough imaging of our tatas done that we know if you look and you're like, oh, that one looks a little different. That one looks like a spiky cheeseburger. What the? That's your fibroadenoma, girl. Get that taken out or biopsied. So yeah, it's, oh my God, that's so frustrating. And it's just like, no, we know what a sac looks like.
That's
and we know
exactly what we knew.
what a mass is.
This is who I want to hear from. We have a medical doctor who'd like to chime in on the pooping out of a tumor or a sac of parasites claim. So here we go.
You will not believe what happened to me today.
Apparently that guy shit his tumor out. What do you think?
I mean, there is no way that somebody can pass tumor or polyps from colon ball on the bowel movement. So, as I mentioned before, the only way that you can have cure for a stage 1 and stage 2 colon cancer is just resection, which is partial colectomy. For a stage 3 and a stage 4, a stage 4 usually is not curable. Sometimes it can, but definitely you need to do resection and chemotherapy.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. I love
him. I will go wherever he tells me to.
Yeah, I'll do everything he wants me to do. Just you need to do this. Okay, thanks.
Angle.
Goodbye.
That was so good. Sure. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. I just kind of want to follow up on where he is as of right now. And I don't even want to go into the criminal history at this point.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all fiction. This is not medical advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. I am looking at this like an episode of House, except holistic version. So, my team, here's our case. Middle-aged woman suffering from Huntington's disease. Now, I read up on Huntington's. Again, this is not medical advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. From what I was reading about Huntington's, man, that kind of, doesn't it seem like there could be a little parasite up in there that's causing a lot of this stuff? Anyways, so we got the basis here. Physically not able to do a lot. We could probably say that a lot of her detoxing pathways are blocked. Not getting any sun exposure, very much bedridden, not getting any exercise. You're talking about lack of everything, lack of motivation, lack of, just the levels of happiness are just not there. So, I was kind of curious. Here's a question. DMSO, if you know about it, you know about it. Mixed in with your Fenbin and Ivor. You know those ones. Applied directly to the brain stem to help deliver straight to the brain. Then zeolite, because zeolite can...
Bro, what is he doing Lobotomy? What is going on?
I'm so emotionally
break past the blood-brain barrier and help detox the brain. Last thing, on top of the DMSO, ivermectin, methylene blue, also going to incorporate hyperbaric oxygen chamber,
get in my van,
ozone machine. We're going to try to get into the infrared sauna to help open up those pathways. And maybe even like a vibration plate. But we'll see where we're at with that. But yeah, going back to it.
What do you...
Okay, so I'm confused. Is he just...
What do you mean? What do you mean that's what we'll start with and then going back to it? What do you mean?
So here I'm looking right now. So right now he's back on fasting.
Okay.
He's doing it says so as of 6 days ago he's on day 2 of water fast.
So the fact that he said that a parasite could cause Huntington's is genetic. That's not a question. That is a fact. He's clearly never watched House. Like, what? Good God. If someone said Huntington's disease runs in my family, and sadly, lots of death from it, it is, of course, 100% a genetic disease passed on in an autosomal dominant way. I'm glad you stated you are making all of this up, because suggesting a parasite is the cause is terrible. Not to say there aren't better ways to treat symptoms, because there are, makes me think the gossip about you is true. And someone said, I'm confused. Are you an expert in disease now? And some idiots are like, he knows what he's talking about. Be kind.
Okay, but he
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Like,
and when people say like, oh, I did a lot of research. Girl, what lab you go to? What tests and experiments did you do?
It looks like his GoFundMe was taken down.
It better be.
1 hour ago. He just posted this 1 hour ago. Let's see what's going on here.
Also, someone said, I don't know, man, they talking bad about you. I hope it's not true. And he said, I don't worry about this is the only reply I've ever seen from him that actually has popped up. And he said, I don't worry, pardon me, about other people's opinions. It's my journey, my testimony. Don't watch if you don't like the content. That's crazy. I'm happy the temperature check in his comments has like changed, you know?
It's changed, yeah. This is an hour ago on his actual TikTok.
Okay, yes. All right. Sorry about that. I got lost. I got real lost.
Yeah. I don't know where we're at right now.
I don't know either.
Hope you guys don't mind if I'm a little vulnerable in this video. You know, I've been sitting here in my car the last 10 minutes, just reflecting on where I am and where I thought I was going to be. If you don't know my journey, well, welcome. There's a lot to learn. But you know, I've been trying to do everything I can to heal myself, to help others heal, and that is my main goal. Is I just want to help people heal. But you know, there's times when you just don't understand God's plan. You know, I thought I was gonna be in my shop, having all my equipment all set up, you know, being on the healed end of things, helping others heal. And I have gotten denied by every insurance company I've reached out to try to insure me for this location. And I just can't. no one will insure my equipment because of the ceiling leaks that happen at the mall, at this shop.
Oh, ceiling leaks.
So what do I do? So now I gotta go grab all my stuff from there. I guess I'm just gonna very overly crowd my house to try to, I mean, the price was just really, really good. The spot was really good. But for the price, I couldn't pass it up. But there's just so much I gotta change in my home now. And today's just an emotional day. Sometimes I just really wish there was someone with me in my life. Because if God is all you have all you need, right?
Okay.
Again, this is so sad because it's like he seems like he's thinking like the world is against him. He doesn't have anything. Like, why is this happen? Why is me? I want somebody in my life, and it's like we do have to remember, like, you had a team and told them what you wanted them to do, and they didn't on their medical expertise.
Yeah.
This is their field. Like you said, God gave them that brain and that expertise, if that's what the way we want to look at it, and you knew better. And now you think that you know better to have your own shop to do all this and take other people's health and lives in your hands when you are not a walking testament to what you are claiming works.
That was beautiful. Good job, girl. No, that was, wow, yeah. I 1,000,000,000% agree. But him and these people won't see it as like, oh no, God was like, nope, yoink, you're not doing this. They won't see it as that.
No.
Because that's the devil.
Right.
That's the devil. There is a video of the shop. Shall we look at that?
Yeah, let's look at the shop.
And this was a little over 2,000 square feet. But as you can tell, there are some problem areas with rain because of how old these roofs are, and they're all flat roofs.
Ew.
It's disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah.
Especially in here.
What
But I could have contained everything in safe areas. I could have contained it all, but no insurance company.
What do you
will
mean?
it.
That's black mold. It looks like it's gonna spread. How can you
It was
contain
perfect.
things?
It would have been a perfect setup. I would have been able to do my
Oh my God, I
podcast
literally
here.
can't.
So there are comments. Okay, so one says, I suggest you leave the States, go to Mexico, find a holistic and natural ways to tackle this. You got this, man. You can beat this, man. And he said, I'm not worried about my healing. I wanted to help others. Someone said, that's the one he was replying to. He said, gotta be a roofer in here that will be willing to help. And he said, what the shop would have been like, of course, the tiles would be replaced. I mean, I didn't mind the tiles on the floor. I thought they were cute, but couldn't find a solution to the random leaks. And someone else said, what happened exactly? I mean, all the things you doing didn't work out. Oh gosh, English is so difficult for me to understand. Have faith. And he said, what I did worked. I just made some really bad mistakes that ruined it all for me. I mean, you apparently you still have cancer. So no. Do you think if I ask him if he still has cancer, he'll say he still has cancer? Maybe. What about this one?
That one means though, like, good morning TikTok. If you guys don't remember that clip, that was from the live stream at the hospital when I was getting my results after the 40-day fast. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was not able to download a copy of that live stream. Now, I've heard some of you say that you recorded it yourselves, so I am wondering if there's anyone out there that still has this recording, because I need it for my other channel and to talk about it in some future content. So if you do have it, please reach out to me. You can shoot me a message here. You can go to my Instagram, which is the same exact name as here. Or you can go to my website, thehealingtruth.com, and send me a message over there.
Thehealingtruth.com, Sherilyn. Thehealingtruth.com. It is not healing.
Does he say on there, let's see, does he say on there that he...
Girl,
I don't
Jessie
see
Lee Ward
thehealingtruth.com anywhere.
Jessie Lee Ward would do this all the time because she would say, I'm healing my cancer. I'm healing on my healing journey. But then she would be like, no, I'm not like saying that I'm curing cancer. But then it would be confusing because she would like look at test results and it's like, well, why are you looking at those and showing those if you, and like worried about that, if you're not trying to cure your cancer and get better and even like accepted the inevitable. But then also she would say like, no, I'm healing my like inner child and I'm healing like other parts of my life. And with that, I was like, go off. I love that. Like make amends, go out feeling good about like everything you've done in your life and emotionally and all that. Right. But it's like using the words healing is insane.
Mm-hmm. Thehealingtruth.com has absolutely nothing. It looks like it's a medical facility that he's taken a random photo of, you know, like it looks like a gal learning how to do massage therapy of sorts with a stethoscope around her, touching a lady's chest with all her clothes on. And there's nothing. It just says the healing discover your path to wellness. Contact us. Drop us a line. That's all you can do. There's nothing about it. There's nothing about their success rates, what they do there, what they offer. Do you see it,
girl? Oh, that's is that person doing Reiki? Just
possibly
going
yeah,
over?
maybe that's it. Yeah, with the stethoscope.
Yeah, absolutely. In a very well lit room. So that's all it is, and it doesn't say nothing else.
Nothing. That's it.
Cool. Super, super cool.
Well, I hate it here.
Should I put in my email?
No.
Too late.
Ugh, what a doozy.
Hi, do you still have cancer? Perfect. It says, thank you for your inquiry. We'll get back with you in 28 hours. Or 48 hours. I can't read.
Oh, I'm like 28 hours.
28 would be weird. Oh, it has a chat feature. Very fancy. Yeah, that's weird. So he has that, but he doesn't have a location. So that's great. That is wonderful. That's so wonderful. His Instagram.
So it's like, where did all the GoFundMe money come from? Because we saw like this, there was the screenshot in the document where there was at one point where I think he had like $33,000 that he had raised for this, you know, his vision.
Well, it said that was helping him on his cancer journey.
Oh, okay.
So, like, was that for treatments?
So maybe
and stuff?
for like treatments, like, or you know, like all of his tea and stuff like that. I don't know.
All the detox tea. Oh my god, what if it was like fit tummy tea, like the Kardashians used to promote?
Oh right.
What is his rockin.richie.rich? Okay, so oh my god, why does Alex follow him?
Who?
Jesse's friend, Alex follows Richie.rich.
Oh, no.
Jesse, text Alex right now and ask him why. Thank you. Okay, so can you send me instructions? Okay, I found out what tea it is. I can't pronounce this. Essiac? ESSIAC. Oh my gosh. This is how I detox, kill parasites, and fight the big C.
Is it?
No, it's not. And then he made a reel that's in April that was, why did my oncologist abandon me with 6 months or less to live? Like, buddy, you're getting close to that timeline. Like, let's chill, please. Oh my God. I really, really, really hope that the Instagram comments are better. Oh, when will you be testing again for cancer cells? Someone said he posted on TikTok after this fast, so in like 6 days. He live streamed a few hours ago from the hospital, but I missed it. I heard it grew. Okay, so that was from the last time. So yeah, still has cancer, has not healed anything, has possibly made it worse. Like that's so, well, hey, you know what? Good thing the devil was working real hard and made him have a leak at his place.
At the place, yeah, that's scary. The whole thing is just like I don't even know where his thought process is at, because it's sad, because it seems like I don't know, like I guess he kind of talks in circles, so it's hard to really know what kind of like where his train of thoughts or like feelings are. Obviously, like these most recent ones are like he's feeling very defeated. Maybe that's like some of the like realization of like all of that hope like not actually working and like what that reality looks like. But you'd think, like, I don't doubt that he doesn't want to like help people. I'm sure there, might be some sincerity like around that, but it's like we also have to be responsible here and just admit like this is not your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, the way
like I said, you are not a testament to this.
Yeah.
Therefore, you have no business influencing anybody what to do with their treatment.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Is why would you still continue to do that when 4 months ago you got confirmation that it didn't work? So like,
yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And that's
the mindset too of like him, like whatever comment, like that's kind of sticking with me. But I did so much wrong, like I still want to heal people, like it's too late for me because I did so much wrong. And it's like, yes and no. And I think that it's actually like not where you're thinking that it was. It probably was thinking that you knew more from the very get-go and went a different path. And now that's the path you're encouraging people to, and just like kind of like acting like, oh, I didn't know enough at that point, and I kind of like it up for myself. But here, I'm going to teach you guys how to do it differently. It's like, but who do you have that has followed your treatment plan that is a success story? Because right now you're one for fucking nothing, buddy. It's scary.
Yeah.
And like we said, now we've got the people who are like, hey, did you come across that guy and he pooped out his tumor? And she's like, it's fascinating.
Imagine,
so they're going to go to that and then see that people, all of a sudden.
Like, that's how people reference you. The guy who shit out a tumor on TikTok. And it's not even true, but it's like.
Yeah.
And not only did you not poop out your cancer, believe me, if we could poop out cancer, we'd be doing it, okay?
Give me all the tummy teas. Like, yeah, let's do it.
Give me the fit tummy tea. I will out cancer out my butt. But that's not what happens. And not only that, but like it's also false. And then his cancer is actually worse. Like that's crazy. But yeah, we're coming up. We're coming up on the 6 months, right?
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's very, very sad. So hopefully he I don't know what. Hopefully he doesn't.
It's hard to say, right?
Anyone.
Because like this is exactly kind of like I remember like you even talking about that in a video like about Jessie Lee, where you're like, I hope that like she's on to something and she defies all odds and it's a miracle. But in the same sense, it's also like that's scary for a plethora of reasons. One, because of like all the different types of cancers, and they're like all of your own body and the logistics behind all of that. But in the same sense, you're like, there already is something to follow at this point. Like that is at this point in time proven to be the most successful plan.
Girl, there's people who still to this day were so brainwashed that they will say, and there were a lot of people right after she passed who were like, no, she didn't die of cancer. She beat cancer. She died because her kidneys failed. And it's like, why did her kidneys fail?
Yeah.
Because it had spread to her other organs and caused all of them, basically, not all of them, but most of them, the vital ones, to shut down. Like, what, you think she just had a bad UTI? Like, that's not, no, what? It was the cancer.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's sad because, like, you don't want to be like, well, but in the same sense, it's like, well, this is the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's the whole thing is so sad.
It's sad, and this is when like truly an echo chamber is so dangerous, and it's not only the medical misinformation people, but also the like crazy Christians too, and then also the conspiracy theorist people
It's
with it.
wild.
Yeah,
Yes. Like
it's-
when you get all of that like mixed
Girl,
in, it's just
bad.
oh my
It's
goodness.
so bad. It is so bad.
It is. It's scary.
Yeah. Well, bye. Oh, we're not gonna have an episode on Friday. We will be in Denver for a crime con. So if you see us there, I don't know. Say hi.
Come see us in Denver. All right, we love you. We'll see you in the next episode, whenever that may be.
Stay feral.
Stay delusional. Bye.